Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have our Empire C1 chassis, and I am going to be going through what comes included in the kit, what parts I use to make it work. And alright guys, so really quickly I'm going to jump into the chassis. So we have our traditional crown right here. We have two slots right here. This is for the adjustable lay down servo mount and the panhard, so you guys have some adjustability to move back and forth. We have 3 holes here in the front for your bumper. If you did want to suck the bumper in past this point, I was just cutting close to the second hole, about 1.5 millimeters or 1/16 of an inch far from it, so pretty much right down the middle. We have multiple adjustment holes for the front upper link. This just looks like it has an angle to it, but this is a flat skid, so it just sits like that because it's laying on the back. We have multiple adjustment holes for your rear upper link. It's engraved right here. It says C1FS, and that is just for my reference because this is a shape. This shape is really close to our Empire X chassis, so this is just for me to know that this is our C1. Multiple adjustment holes here for the shocks or for the optional shock towers. I will get into this in a little bit. And then the rear slots for your rear bumper. So there's 2 slots here. You can move your bumper up or down. And then something really important with this, guys, is that the skid plate to this chassis is specific. What we ended up doing is we ended up sucking in the front of the skid plate by 1/4 of an inch. So this skid plate is 1/4 of an inch shorter, so it's shorter in the way that it's pushed back and towards the belly. So just some of the stuff that you guys should know about the chassis right here. Now this kit will include its own link set to make it easy for you guys. And then right now, when I remove the lid, I'll get into the rod ends and other parts. Alright guys, I just want to let you guys know what will be included with the kit. So really quickly, it will include the panhard, the lay down servo mount, the skid plate. And as far as the skid plate goes, we have the whole pattern for the portal transmission, the Nod 1 transmission, the 2-load transmission, the Reefs transmission, the axial 3-gear, which is the same as the Element. So at checkout, if you want a specific hole pattern on your skid plate, please at checkout put it in the notes. Now this kit will also include the 2 rear braces here, the standoffs, and then as an optional part, we will have these shorty towers. So these are not 100% required if you like to run 80mm shocks in the rear. If you want a little bit more flex in the back, you do want to add these and run your 90s. If you run 90s off of the frame, it's going to kick the car up like this. And I mean, if that's your thing, then just leave the towers off of your shopping cart. So that's what will be included in the... Alright guys, so I'm going to be getting into the links here. The link kit will come with 2 lowers, 2 uppers for the front, and 2 lowers and 2 uppers for the rear. We do not include the rod ends. It's just the links themselves, and then you guys will have an extra front upper link, which would be a 29mm link. And that is because to be C1 legal, you have to be 3-link and servo on frame. So you guys will have an extra link. Now this kit is fully built on the Traxxas 5347 rod ends, and these come with all the hollow balls, and this is gonna put you at 11.3 eye to eye, so that will be your wheelbase. However, if you wanted to extend to 11.5, 11.6, you do want to go and purchase Traxxas part number TRA TRA8276. This is a TRA8276, and that is for these rod ends right here, and these are for the straight rod ends. Now these do not come with the hollow balls, so you might need to pull some out of these if you're gonna run the longer rod ends, and you only want to run the rod end on the side of the skid plate. So if you run it in the rear, it's gonna kick the back up and you might have issues hitting the upper link. So just note that these are the part numbers for the links that you guys will be needing. Alright, and I am gonna go through a quick breakdown of this complete build. I hope all this information helps out. I try to put in as much information as possible in the shortest amount of time. So really quickly, we are right here. This build is on Vanquish F10 portals. We're running a NSD RC RS800 V2 servo. We are running a Hyper ESC and motor. We are running a portal transmission, and these electronics are mounted on our, this is called the Pro Electronics tray. So it's simply bolt on to the frame, and you can double side your ESC and then double side your receiver to the bottom, so you have quick access if you wanted to unplug your receiver, your ESC or your servo, and then you can simply slide it back down into position. So this is the Pro Electronics tray. We are running the In the Works RC links, and then here in the back we had a cut to length drive shaft. However, it was used for another build, so I don't know what size drive shaft this is right here, but cut to length will work. And then right here, this is the question that I get the most. So depending on the axle that you run, this drive shaft right here for the front is going to vary. So a cut to length might be perfect for this as well. In this case, I am running a tiny drive shaft. I believe this is like a 50+ millimeter drive shaft. The sliders will also be available on our website soon. These are on order, and if you haven't seen these mount to the frame. We have these 3D printed blocks, and then the body simply just snaps into these set screws right here, and we are ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that I gave you guys as much information as possible. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment, and I will try to respond to your comment as soon as possible, or send us an email to info@iercscaler.com, and we will do our best to get back to you as soon as we can. Enjoy, guys.